got the time. Let's get here, get here. Now, once again, 60 feet away from home, another Owls runner.
Mia Olson, RBI single in the third to plate Ricky. Has also struck out swinging. Takes a called strike on the 0-1 pitch, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch is high. So 1-2 to Mia Olson. Owls have out-hit the Hilltoppers of WKU 7-3. 1-2 changeup drilled in the gap. It gets down. A run will score again, first to third, running through the stop sign, and now in a rundown in between third and home and running out of the base pass that time was Alex Miller. And it was out of the base path, or was it?
Oh my. She was almost over into the dirt outside of the grass there to try and avoid the catcher. Proctor is on fire. She might need to be careful right now before the home plate umpire could possibly toss her.
And so the umpire's going to get together here, and time is going to be called. It was going to go down as, I would say, an RBI single. Let's watch this again. Into the gap, so a run is easily going to score. That's Buckley from third. Miller was trying to go all the way from first to score, ran through the side. Now let's watch this. That is almost in the dirt.
She ran just about all the way through the grass there, and she really picked up her coach coming just a little too late down the line. She wanted her to hold up, maybe draw the throw a little bit more, and by the time she saw her, she was already well over halfway between third and home and had to try and backtrack. But the move there to try and elude Proctor as well, I do believe that that was a little too far out of the base paths there.
So what's the discussion going to be here? So we're just watching. We're spectators with you. No sense in speculating. I promise you that Coach Amy Tudor is going to get her money's worth here. So watch it again. I would need to hear the clarification of the rule. Is there something along the lines of, because the catcher made the attempt to make the tag so far out into the field of play? That's bizarre. There's got to be something.
That could possibly be it if it goes down to in the fact that the defender chased her that far out to try and be able to make the tag. So you do have to wonder if maybe that ends up being the call.
This is certainly unique. Alex Miller comes around to score. We'll call it. So that, does that now go down as a 2 RBI single for Mia Olson?
I would believe so.
I would say so.
And we do have a pinch runner in there for Olson, as they have put in number 10, Carolyn Rosa.
So now time is called. Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers want to talk about this. 4-1 the score. And we're going to see a WKU pitching change. As again, we watch it again. This is the play that has everybody in the crowd up in arms. And we hate to speculate. But we just know that you're always supposed to, we think, be in the base paths, but that's why Scott is going to the rule book.
I do remember seeing something earlier this year in a play. I wish I could remember who it was that I was watching, but a base runner between first and second went just about all the way out to the grass and was not called out. And I want to say that basically, as long as something in there with maybe backtracking, I can't remember what it is, but they can go that far outside as long as it's not impeding a defensive player. I believe. And if a defensive player chases them out there, I think they are allowed to be that far out.
So if the catcher would not have chased the
If-
runners out,
I think that might be it. If she had stayed in the baseline and then you see the runner come out without the diving effort or trying to chase her there, I think that may be it. I'm not sure.
Boy, that's certainly interesting. Interesting. We've seen a little bit of everything today. If you've been with us here on our coverage throughout the day, certainly it looks strange. It certainly looks strange. It's something you don't see every day.
But what I'm trying to remember with this is it was a play that Coach Stanton showed the team at one point, showed Marshall Thundering her team at one point in saying that as long as you don't chase them, basically just kind of wait for them to come back and you will have the opportunity then to get the out. So I think the whole thing with the running in the baseline is, I don't want to call it false, but just as long as if you don't chase them, it's essentially wait for them to come back and then you can try and make the tag out. And I think unfortunately there Proctor got stuck thinking that she had an opportunity, and it was a good layout to try and get the tag, but Miller taking just that little sidestep out and around. So I do believe that this may be the right call in allowing her to score.
There you go. Well, I certainly, again, they got together and had a conference, and they were certainly citing their interpretation of something. I would just love to be able to share that if we can find it at some point. I wanted to know what it was, because again, there's so many nuances in the game of baseball and the game of softball. The rules are constantly changing subtly, just tweaks, nothing major overhaul fashion. And well, sometimes if you're not working in that sport as an official, it's tough to keep up.
Exactly. There are a lot of rules in this rule book, and like I said, I really think the whole thing with needing to stay in that direct line between the bases is a little bit of a false belief that they can go out further, but the defenders really need to try and keep control, not chase them, and just wait for them to come back, because you will have the opportunity to try and make a play.